Tony O'Bias with AB Boxing News. We're here in Maryland. We're at the MGM Harbor. I'm here with Julian Williams. Julian, how are you today?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm good. Today's the press conference. You and Hurd, May 11th. Tell me your expectations going into that fight.
My only expectation is to win. I don't really have no preconceived notions of how things are going to go. You know what I mean? I just know I'm training my butt off and I'm bringing my ass. And it's going to be a good fight on May 11th.
Now, this will be your second time fighting for a world title. Tell me, what have you learned from your first, taking the first loss, coming into this fight, second time around? What's going to be the difference?
Well, the difference is I'm going to win this time. I think I learned a little bit of patience, you know what I mean? It took a lot of patience to take the road back, you know what I mean? Basically get back in the back of the line and have to fight my way back, and it took patience, and I think I learned a lot from it.
Do you consider Jarrett Hurd to be the top guy at 154?
Absolutely, absolutely. That's why I'm coming up here. He's the best, and I want to fight the best.
Well, going into the fight, training-wise, what's going to be different going into this camp as far as any other camp?
The intensity. The intensity is definitely different.
Is this going to be a make-or-break fight for your career?
I think every fight is a make-or-break fight. If I didn't win the last fight against that Latino fight, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't get this fight. So I think every fight is a must-win and make-or-break, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? So I take every fight is just as important as the next.
People see Hurd as like the superior fighter. He beat Lara. He's the bigger guy, even though he makes 154. What are you going to do different going into this fight to put yourself as the elite fighter at 154?
You gotta wait and see on May 11th.
Okay. Now, boxing we got great fights coming up. We got Jacobs, Canelo. Who you got winning that fight?
That's a 50-50 fight, man. I think who works that game plan the best and who shows up that night. Whoever shows up that night. That's like one of the 50-50 fights, man, where you don't really know. At the top level, it's all about style matchups. You know what I mean? On paper, everybody will say, I guarantee Canelo will be the betting favorite. But you don't know until you get in there, until the two guys line up with each other. And we'll see, you know what I mean? So, we'll see.
Now, we have June 1st. I know you've been to New York before. We got a big fight, Baby Miller. And we have Joshua. I know it's a close fight. Baby Miller's from Brooklyn. AJ's making his home, his grand arrival to New York, let's say. Who do you see winning that fight?
Another good fight, man. But me personally, I would have to lean towards Anthony Joshua. I think he's no worse than top 3 heavyweight in the world. With him, Fury, and Wilder. I think those dudes got to fight each other to determine the best. But he's definitely no worse than 3. And he's the unified champion. He's been through a lot more, and I just think he pulls it off.
Now, last week there was news that Wilder turned down a 3-fight, $100 million deal. If you were in that position, would you feel like signing with the Zone to get bigger fights is something that you at least think about, or you're going to stay the direction that you're in now?
I can't say that because I'm not in his shoes, and okay. I'm not privileged to all the information that he's privileged to because it's his contract. Right. So I can't say what I would have or would not have, what I would not have done or would have done in that certain situation because nobody really knows all the ins and outs of that contract. So I'm pretty sure he has a lot of trust in Al Heyman with Shelly Finkel, I think is his other manager. Yes. And he's letting them guys handle their business, and I'm pretty sure they'll make the right decision.
Last question: this fight, there's no rematch clause at all, or is it? If you defeat Hurd, he gets another.
What? I'm not. I'm not really sure. That's a great question. But ask him. Ask Brett, man.
All right. Thank you for your time.
All right, man.